Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm reviewing LEGO Creator Expert set number 77942, the light blue Fiat 500. This has 960 pieces. It cost $100 on Zavvi.com, which was the only place for you to get this set if you lived out of the United Kingdom. This is a limited edition color swap version of the other Fiat 500 set that released in 2020. I wasn't interested in that set, but I really like this blue color over the yellow color of the original, and I think that this whole LEGO color swap concept is just super interesting. We have one little side build in this set, well, actually technically two, but this is the one that doesn't attach to the car. It's just a little easel with a beautiful painting of the Fiat in front of the Colosseum. This did hint towards the Colosseum set that released later that same year. And again, LEGO has changed the design, obviously, because this car is blue instead of yellow. I love this painting. Like, this is great graphic design work. And then you do have an artist's palette and a little paintbrush here. Almost said toothbrush by accident. That does fall out sometimes. And this thing is built pretty interestingly because it's got like an offset Mixel's ball joint third leg. And so it's just kind of strange how it angles in. The car itself is not very large, which makes sense because Fiats aren't huge cars to begin with. I think it looks really cute though. Like, I think it looks fairly well proportioned to me, but I'm not a car person, so maybe I'm wrong about that. But I think that it translates pretty well to LEGO. There are some gaps in the curving of the car because, I mean, gaps are hard to do in LEGO, but I really don't think that they're too bad. And again, for a set that I didn't really pay much attention to until it was color swapped, I actually end up liking it a lot. I built this while I was sick with COVID like a month ago, so sorry if you guys see little flecks of dust, but I really like the front as well. And what's really interesting is that, like, at least this build over here is, it's like an odd number of studs wide. So that's cool because you don't usually see LEGO do asymmetrical things like that. I really like this front detailing with that printed Fiat tile and then the unicorn horns. Headlights look good, and as always, you have switchable license plates, so I just went with the base version. And then you can lift up the hood. It's pretty short, which makes sense because this car isn't, it's a very stout car. And this reminds me a lot of the Volkswagen Beetle set, which I also have, because there's storage for an extra wheel in here. And this one is the same size as the other wheels in the set, unlike the one that came with the Volkswagen. So that's nice to see, but there's not really room to put anything else in here. There's just like this little flat space. My lights are reflecting off the windshield a bit, but you can see that that piece is just like super scratched up. I just reviewed the Creator Expert DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future, and that set came with like a protective plastic covering for its large windshield, and I really need LEGO to start doing that for all clear pieces because the new style of plastic just scratches way too easily. There are stickers on the side of the windshield to keep the blue color going. This has good color matching and everything, but it doesn't work perfectly. Like, there's always going to be a gap between the blues, so I just kind of tried to center that piece on, like on the windshield. And the other thing is that it can be hard to put on because it's a very thin piece. So if you mess it up and you want to reapply it, like you could risk not like tearing it, but just like kind of crumpling it because it's so thin. The doors are shaped nicely and have little ice skate pieces as their handles. They swing outwards and they do have some detail on the inside. You have a telephone piece used as a handlebar, and then I guess that this is supposed to be the window crank. It's just a minifigure lever piece. Inside, I really don't like seeing those hollow studs exposed. Like, I don't think that that's a great look, but I really like the interior colors overall. The dark red and white look very classy. Yeah, makes it look like a very upscale car. You've got another printed Fiat tile on the steering wheel, as well as another printed tile behind it. And then in the middle, you do have a gear shift and then something else. I don't know what all those pieces are. I'm not a car person, so someone can let me know in the comments, but it's just car stuff. Moving around to the other side, here's a better look at the stickered panel inside. It's a little bit better to see from here, and you can actually like move these forward a little bit to pretend like you're getting access to the back. It doesn't really work though, so it's better to just pop them off if you want to get into the back seat. And these seats are actually built very interestingly because they use these like Nexo Minion like arm pieces. Oh no, sorry, I don't think these are the Minion ones because they have rotatable wrists. But yeah, that's Very weird parts usage, but hey, it works. And then at the back, you do have, again, more seating, and this is more like a couch where multiple people can sit on it. LEGO made this curved piece in clear, I think for the first time when the other Fiat set came out in 2020. And I think I forgot to mention, this one came out in like September 2021. That's a really cool piece, but again, like they always come scratch. Any large Lego clear piece, any large clear Lego piece, sorry, comes scratched now, and it's just really irritating. At the back, there's a ton of stickers, but I mean, they all add good detail. You've got the license plate, it says Nuova 500. Does that mean like new 500? I don't know Italian. And then there's this little trunk on the back, and so that can just be attached to this little grill. And it's got some stickers, not great color matching, unfortunately, with the piece behind them, but I really like the little, you know, like travel stickers on there. Got a little Sweden one over there. And then you can open this up and you could pretend to store something in here, but like nothing's actually really going to fit. There's another sticker behind that grill, and that's another long one, so it can be harder to apply. And as you can see, this window does move a little bit. That's unfortunate. It's a little bit annoying, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. And then you can unfold this, because like some other European cars, the engine is in the back of the car here, not in the front. And this is really nicely built up. I really like all of the detail here. Again, I'm not a person that really cares about authentic car engines in my Lego car sets, but I'm glad that they put this much detail in there for people who are looking for it. And then finally, the roof. So you can see that there's a cloth part on the roof, and you can actually like not roll this back, but you can kind of just open it a little bit. That works out very well, and it does give you, you know, like a better look. Raise that a little bit. It does give you a better look at the interior of the car. But I do not want to leave it up like this, because this is not one of those softer cloth pieces. It will wrinkle, and I really don't want mine to wrinkle. But I think that that's a really nice look. And again, I always like it when these cars have a little function, even if it's just something that simple. Here are the extra pieces. There are some interesting ones here. Obviously, everything that comes in light blue, especially this piece. Really like getting that piece in the blue color. Paintbrush, and then of course the extra license plates. I'm always glad that LEGO actually gives you enough pieces to like apply all of the stickers in these sets. Here's the box for this set. It does say Fiat Nuova 500 in the corner, so maybe Nuova is just Fiat in Italian, but I thought Fiat is just Fiat in Italian. So I don't know. Maybe I should just learn Italian. I do like eating pasta. I love the blueprints on top of the box here. This is not an exact color match though. Like you can see, that's a much darker blue than Lego's. But I mean, I really like Lego's blue color, so I do not mind that it's kind of inaccurate. And this is pretty much just the exact same box as the yellow version. Here's the instruction manual. I really like the front. I think that's a very classy look. And then there's a bunch of information about both the Fiat 500 and the design of the actual set, as you can see here. And that's a really nice image. I quite like that. And yeah, LEGO did like a couple of these color swap sets. I don't know why they chose this one to be one of them, but I'm glad they did. There are some like mistakes in the instruction manual though. I don't know like how easy it is to find one, but I remember there was one with the gear shift. Yeah, here it is. The black round tile on top of the gear shift, and in another place, it's like not shown in the instruction manual until I think like the very end. Like it's really odd. It seems like they just didn't render that piece. So that's kind of weird, but I guess that's just what happens when you make limited edition color swaps. Overall, I think that this is a really nice set. Like I said, I love the color of the blue that LEGO picked here. There's so many new pieces, like, you know, made in this blue color. I don't know all of them because I'm not like a super intense parts collector. And I think that LEGO is really smart to be recoloring their sets, because I think they have two goals. One is to get people who wouldn't ordinarily buy the set to buy it in the new color, which is what worked on me, because I did not like the cool yellow color of the 2020 Fiat. But this one, so much better. Like, I love this blue color so much. Like, this is the exact kind of, like, pastel-y, like, colors that I've really been into for, like, a couple of years now. The other goal that they have is for people who bought the original to buy, like, the second color as well, because they feel like they need to, like, because they have the kind of that completionist mindset. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I feel like that would also work on me, because if I liked the yellow version, I would definitely have to have the blue version to go with it. So what do you guys think about LEGO's limited edition like color swap experiment? I hope that they do it with more sets in the future, but not with too many of them. And I wouldn't mind if they did it on smaller sets, because the original price of the yellow Fiat was $90. This one was $100, and I don't even think this one is worth $90. Like, this is not a very large car. I know it has 960 pieces, but this is really like a $70 or $80 set to me. So that's it for today. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I will see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.